Dad has stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and my world stopped. I'll never forget. The person in front of me was wearing a red sweatshirt. That's how much I remember that moment, and it felt like everything in my life had just ended because my rock and the guy that, even though I'd grown a little bit distant from, was now about to face the biggest battle of his life. At that time, I didn't know what a pancreas was. I didn't know what it did, and I didn't know how to spell it. I walked into my special ed 250 course. It's a big lecture hall. And I walked up to Dr. Pat Carlson and I said, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but my mom just called and said Dad was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and I feel like I should go to Iowa City. And Dr. Carlson said, give me your phone. She called the dean and she called Cheryl Lindholm, my advisor, and excused me for that week. And she said, now get your things and go see your dad. So I ran over, I visited with Cheryl. Little did I know Cheryl's dad also died of pancreatic cancer. And me and Cheryl she was like my grandmother on campus. She was the reason I graduated college, bar none. I didn't know that at the time, but I shared with her and I said, I've got to go. I've got to go to Iowa City and I've got to go be with Dad and figure out what we're going to do. And everything changed. I pulled over, I don't know how many times, because I couldn't see through tears of like, our world is crashing down right now. And I didn't even know stage 4 was the worst it could be. It could have been the best for all I knew. But the more and more you start digging into it is like in 2011, stage 4 pancreatic cancer had like a less than 5% survival rate within 5 months. And the doctor had given him a few weeks and months and whatever. And we got five rounds of chemo, 4 radiation treatments, and we got 10 months with the man. And he pushed through until the very end. And that taught me how to be resilient. And he worked. Case was so gracious. They gave him a laptop, and I doubt he got a whole lot of work done at home because he was so sick, but they gave him a laptop, and that was how they could justify paying him and continuing to pay him. And Mom's on disability, so there's not a lot of income. Dad is it. I spent a lot of my student loan money to make sure they were all right and they had gas money to get back and forth to Iowa City. And we kind of stopped everything in life. It was like everything still moved around us, but for our little world, it was closing in.